So back then, I was a very scaredy kid, I would say. I didn't really try to get into a lot of things, and from then on, because of that, it, I cannot really experience stuff. I cannot really experience life, and until one day, I actually tried to get into what I am actually interested in and find out a lot of more things than just doing what I want to do. And so, my name is Achmad Qiya Roufansyah. I'm going to be talking about being humble. Back then, when I was still in junior high school, the first sport that I got interested in was badminton. And it's not the first sport that I learned, but the first sport that I was intrigued in because of how fast-paced the sport is. I would often watch a lot of highlights from, at that time, that was Kevin Sanjaya and Marcus Gideon, who was the number one dual, the number one double men's from Indonesia. And they played very quickly, and I got into the sports because of how they played. Until one day, my father asked me, Ovan, are you interested in badminton? I said, yeah. Well, why don't you just join your uncle, who apparently I just noticed that he plays badminton every week, especially Sunday. And so I got into contact and I asked my cousin, who apparently also joins him. And from then on, I played badminton. At first, I thought that, okay, maybe I'm just going to have some fun games with my cousins, like around an hour or two. But it turns out that my uncle has a friend that can teach badminton. And so, what first thought to be just playing badminton for fun, it becomes an actual private training session where I would learn the basics of the game along with my cousins together. And the coach even brings in one and two people that were about to join a local tournament at that time, which makes it feel more like we were being tested than playing badminton. And I remember one time that the coach sat us down and told to us what we are good at, what we need to improve, and I remember he tells all of my cousins, he tells everyone that plays, that he is coaching, what they are good at, except for me. And back then I didn't thought much of it. Yeah, maybe I was just not good enough and I need to be better. And after a while, I play some more games. I played in an outdoor fields, and I saw kids that were 5 years, 7 years younger than me play alongside and against elders, and they would play very, very good, way better than me even. And I thought that, maybe what the coach was trying to tell me back then was that I need to be more humble no matter how good I am. Because the reality in this world, in the sports world especially, is that no matter how good you are, no matter how good you think you are, there are people out there who is better and probably more skillful than you. And that is fine. Don't let that be the reason for you to stop practicing. Don't let that be the reason for you to stop training and keep improving each day. And for me, that was a life lessons because in this world, we we tend to meet a lot of people. We tend to see, we can see what they are good at, how they are way better than us, and things. For example, if they are joining organizations and we are not, we always think about that. But for me, it's okay to be different, to not be as good as anybody else, because we are who we are. That is all from me. Thank you.
Okay. Good job.